and we're starting off our day at Kings Island in the gift shop. Oh, I was there earlier. Kings Dominion.
Yeah.
Let's talk about amusement parks, like rides in the dark. Rides right here and rides all over, but mostly coasters, mostly coasters. We'll talk about all kind of things, but mostly coasters.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Mario. This is a channel all about amusement park type stuff, but mostly coasters. And why are we in the gift shop to start the day off?
It's raining.
It is raining, the rides are running, the park is open. So the first ride we're actually going to go on is the Eiffel Tower. We're not too familiar with this park. We figure it'll give us a good vantage point, and we'll stay relatively dry. Johnny, that's Intimidator over there.
Doesn't look that big.
But from the ground, Intimidator 305 definitely looks very, very tall. I think that's where we're gonna head to first. It's raining a little bit, so who doesn't want a little bit of a painful first ride on I-305, yeah? Okay, so Javi and I just got off Intimidator 305. How was it?
It was so fun. I loved every second of it. I don't think I've had that much fun on a roller coaster in years.
I completely agree. And believe it or not, she doesn't really gray out or black out on anything, and you grayed out, right?
I did.
It was that intense?
Yeah.
She had no idea what to expect, so the first turn I think probably came as a surprise to you that it's just like on the ground after dropping 300 feet. It was a phenomenal ride. Those whippy turns, I mean, Maverick's one of your favorite, and it has Maverick turns all throughout, but it wasn't too intense. Like, it was just fun.
So fun. Let's go.
And now we're soaking wet. The rain picked up a little bit on that ride, and it was
So fun, but so painful. So I wanted to cover my face from all the like awful raindrops attacking me. But to do that, I had to lean forward, so my head was leaned forward.
yeah, exactly what she's saying. Your face is covered and your eyes are closed, at least if you want to preserve your eyeballs. So those whippy turns just come out of nowhere. Since you're low to the ground the entire ride, sense of speed, phenomenal, practically unmatched. You're flying the entire ride, which means the rain hurts incredibly badly the entire ride. We were sitting all the way in the back and we were still getting pellets to the face.
Yeah.
It was insanely fun, quite the experience. I think we might try the indoor roller coaster next. And here we are indoors for Flight of Fear. This is the same as the one at Kings Island. Maybe there's different effects and stuff, so I'm excited to see what the minute differences are. And there is already a difference before you get into the UFO. There's people in like hazmat suits standing outside of it. Javi, what'd you think? A lot more dry than the last ride, huh?
Yes, much more dry, much less fun.
It's a good little launch coaster. The indoor version of these spaghetti bowl coasters are fun, but one of the things Javi was saying is that they should be entirely in the dark. Like there's a little bit of light, so it's like not like you're completely surprised by where you're going. It was fun though. A little smoother than the one at Kings Island, not as intense maybe. You had more fun this time. Mm-hmm. Nice. So going on I-305 back to back was a little rough on this one. I said, maybe we pace ourselves. We're here all day. It's pretty intense. She said, no, we're going on again.
It was so fun.
And she had to take a little bit of medicine for the noggin.
My eyes are still not matched up. Everything's still gray. Doesn't look that big.
Next up, we're going... Where are you going? Next up, we're going on another King ride that they have at both Kings Dominion and Kings Island. Javi loved this in Ohio.
Backlot Stunt Coaster.
It's a fun little family coaster with multiple launches, some effects that may or may not be going off. I know weather kind of likes to mess with the fire effects a little bit. Are you excited for this one? Javi, did you have fun on your favorite coaster ever?
Pretty fun.
It was really fun. The lights were on in the indoor section, which was really cool because I've never seen what goes on in there. So it was actually really fun to have a different experience. Not all the effects were going off. None of them. But the launch was really fun. That first helix is pretty intense for a family coaster. But all in all, it's a really cute little coaster that, you know, a majority of the family can enjoy.
The lineup here is pretty well balanced.
I completely agree. They have some intense thrill rides, some of which we haven't even gone on yet. Some really good family attractions.
Yeah, I kind of like this place.
It's a really pretty park too. I don't think I've mentioned that yet. There's like trees everywhere, and yeah, we're enjoying this park. It's a vibe. It's time. Yeah. Next, we're going on Tumbili, which is in the jungle expedition part of the park. You look like you're all ready for a jungle expedition in your green jacket. Tumbili is their newest roller coaster. It's a SNS 4D free spin, which we've been on 3 of those. But this is actually a modified version where the track is a little bit shorter. There's more breaks as well, so I think it'll be a little more tame than the others. But it'll be fun either way. The theming looks really, really awesome. It's all jungly, and the supports even look like bamboo, which is so awesome. How was it?
It was so fun.
The spins caught us off guard. It's been a minute since we've been on one of those, huh? We were both like, ah! It was noticeably a little bit shorter than the other ones, but still insanely fun. Next, we're going on Reptilian. You love Reptilians. It also has like really fun theming in the queue line, but I'm excited. I like bobsled coasters, so this will be fun. How was that, baby?
Pretty darn fun.
It's kind of like the perfect family coaster.
Yeah, and it just looks cool, and it is cool. It's fun. This place is so fun. The whole area is like themed really nicely. I feel like a lot of these rides would be not fun at all. Maybe if the theming wasn't so great.
They would be fun, but they're definitely like elevated a little bit with the theming. I agree. Pizza! And it's good. Okay, I'm editing the vlog and I noticed that it looks like Javi really doesn't like the pizza here, but interestingly enough, this is just the face Javi makes when she likes something a lot. I know it might be hard to believe because it looks like she's repulsed, but the pizza was actually really good, especially for theme park pizza, and it wasn't too expensive for what you get, and it was also included on the dining plan with your choice of either a breadstick or a salad if you want to keep it a little lighter. Next, we're going on Twisted Timbers. I wanted to call it Mystic Timbers, but we are not at Kings Island today, and I'm super excited to go on it. I love me an RMC. It's going to be in the rain too, so it'll be a little exciting, but it'll be fun. That was insanely fantastic. Immediately, right off the bat, one of my absolute favorite coasters out there. I mean, it's an RMC, so it's incredibly smooth and gonna throw you out of your seat as much as possible. There's 3 big airtime hills that throw you out and keep you out of your seat. The smaller hills were so good, like the lack of banking on those slightly turned speed hills was so cool because you're like flying to the side and also up. The first drop was really cool too. Like we were sitting towards the front, so I feel like it like tossed us out of our seat from the beginning on that inverting drop. The aesthetic was really good too, like the twisted timbers, if you will.
The aesthetic is so
the truck lead car looks really awesome. Even literally just like the apples in the queue. I don't know, a lot to like about it. But after going on a nice smooth modern take on a ex-wooden coaster, we're gonna hit up Grizzly, one of the park's older wooden coasters. Not expecting too much out of it, but hopefully it'll be fun. So we just went on Grizzly. What the?
That was so much fun. Like disturbingly too much fun for that ride.
It should not have been fun. It should have been like a trip to the ER afterwards. But instead it was a trip back in line to ride it a second time.
Nothing punches you in the gut quite like that time.
Yeah, it basically just like is like getting hit in the back with a semi-truck, but then you also fly out of your seat in like a nice wooded setting.
I broke my skull on Mario's shoulder.
Javi's head slammed into my shoulder the first ride, but I
want to go on it again.
It was stupidly fun. Honestly, I think we had more fun on it than any of the other rides. It wasn't the best ride, but somehow it didn't hurt. Like somehow we're not in pain right now. I don't know, if you're looking for something intense, like I-305 and that. But now that we did that, we're gonna go on another old wooden coaster.
Yeah, Grizzly do number 1, but let's try racing.
Although it's not racing today, so it's kind of just a 75, right? No, not funny.
No.
So the Racer, that is a classic, good old wooden coaster that doesn't kill you. Oh, sunscreen. That's a great intermediate coaster, I think. Grizzly might fool you into thinking it's intermediate, but Racer is good. It was relatively smooth, huh?
Pretty darn smooth.
It was really smooth, actually. Yeah, we won too. We beat the other side. No, not funny.
No.
Next, we're going on their drop tower named
Drop Tower.
So at this one little pathway in the park, they have this really cool, pun intended, vine tunnel. And it's like about 10 degrees cooler in there than the rest of the park. And it was a really awesome break from the heat. It's like natural air conditioning. They also have rocking chairs in there too, so you can just like sit in there and vibe out. Really fun. Next, we're going on the Blue Ridge Tollway. Wowee, pretty stuff. If you are above the age of 21, or 21 I guess, and you enjoy beer at amusement parks, which is typically not me. I'm typically under 21, I grew up for this trip. No, I typically don't drink at parks, but sometimes parks have their own draft beers, and they have this Tumbili lager. I actually really like it, yeah. And in addition to the Tumbili lager, they have a Tumbili Frappuccino at Starbucks. It's unique to obviously only this location. It's really good. It's like a matcha Frappuccino with caramel and lots of whipped cream.
Delicious.
They also have the ability to time travel to a day where I'm wearing a different shirt. And after a little Cinnabon break, the next coaster we're going to be heading on is Dominator, the park's floorless coaster. We only have a couple hours till close, and we still have 3 roller coasters we need to get out of the way. And the 4th one, Apple's Apple, if it were open. But like, we've just been really enjoying the park itself, honestly. We haven't really been rushing, and we've just been having a good time. That was really, really good. Javi wasn't the biggest fan because she can't do like the bulky over-the-shoulder restraints.
It got me once where I like ding ding ping pong right in between the restraints, and that's all it takes.
Lucky for me, I like my head clears them, so I had a fantastic time. It's big and like, it wasn't like too forceful or disorienting, but it was fast and big and fun. The first drop kind of made your stomach drop a little bit, and this drop right here off the mid-course, you fly out of your seat a little bit in the back row. I mean, all in all, that was a really solid ride. So that was my third time. That was my first time riding a Woodstock Express this year. And it was really fun. That second drop always gets me in the back row. So fun. Joey, what did you think? That second drop, right?
Yeah, it packs a punch for that little thing.
Yeah, it's a good ride for kids, huh?
Yeah.
And if you're not a kid, it's still enjoyable too. You are looking at a certified master blaster and another certified master blaster who's just not as good. That's the top rank of how many points you get. Well, I beat you, I'm sorry. It's just true, statistically speaking. That was insanely fun, but that second to last room was creepy.
Very creepy.
There's always a ridiculously creepy room on a Boo Blasters on Boo Hill. Also, this queue was such a vibe too.
So fun.
It was just a fun ride altogether, huh?
I really liked it.
I was like half joking with Javi that we should just ride this the rest of the day, but it would be fun. Next up, we have our last open roller coaster to check off the list here, Anaconda. It's an old aerodynamics looping coaster, which you either love them or hate them, and Javi, you're not the biggest fan, huh?
No. Ouch.
I like them, so I'm excited to see how this one is. They're a classic, and I hope it's a good time. I hope you don't hurt yourself too much. Well, that was a ride, and the corkscrews were fun.
Corkscrews were fun.
But in all seriousness, yeah, that was not the best ride. Even as someone that can typically ride coasters like that with minimal issues, quite uncomfortable. A lot of awkward, unnecessary turns as well. So many great coasters today, like every coaster was good at worst. That one, not the best, agreed?
That was the only non-banger.
But now we've done all the open coasters. Zapple will have to wait for another day. Now we're getting some re-rides in. We're gonna start off with I-305. What the hell is even that?
What the hell is even that?
We sat second row, but since it has like the tiered seating, even Javi's tiny self could see over the seat in front of us. We rode with our hands up, and while that may have been not the smartest decision, it was just I don't know, that is an intense coaster. We want so badly to go back on, but it is just a lot. The good thing about that, it's fulfilling, huh? The speed near the front, dude. I mean, you can see my hair. What? What?
That's the best ride ever. Like,
that's your favorite?
Ever. I don't know. It just does not get more fun, more intense.
Bucket list coaster, like you gotta put that on your bucket list.
If you haven't been on that, you need to get on that.
Oh my gosh, Zapple reopened. It's a Christmas miracle. We're gonna go get our last coaster credit of the day.
Yay!
Zapple was in fact a wild mouse coaster, wasn't it?
It was a fun one.
Javi also picked up a little friend from the gift shop. Okay, we just ran, metaphorically speaking, don't run in parks, not allowed. Got 2 laps to end the night on Twisted Timbers, and oh, that's definitely one of my favorite rides out there. I much prefer it towards the front. I feel like on the hills we just get popped out a lot harder, and then you also stay out of your seat longer. So freaking good. Javi doesn't love it as much as I do because she's a little bit of a hater, but it has such good airtime. A lot of it's sustained, and then there's also some really strong quick bursts. There's some fantastic laterals. Like there's moments where you're leaning on your side while getting airtime and then very quickly getting whipped back upright. The inversions are phenomenal as well, very floaty. So it's fun to just be like dangling out of your seat while you're upside down and then getting insane ejector airtime. Such a phenomenal ride, highly recommend it. I recommend this park altogether. It was great, wasn't it?
It was so much fun. I really had a great day here. And I really can't handle going to amusement parks all day anymore, but I was happy to spend the full day here.
Yeah, I think there might even be like a couple things left undone. Like I don't know if there's maybe a couple other like non-coastery rides that we would have enjoyed, but it's definitely a full day park for sure. Maybe even 2 days. If the lines aren't short, I think you need 2 days here to do everything. Great for all ages too, right? Like there were plenty of thrill rides, but also plenty of family and kids rides.
My takeaways from the day are incredible ride lineup and amazing merch game. That's what I'm gonna think of.
The 2 things? I think beautiful park and great rides.
Beautiful too, yeah.
Phenomenal park, definitely recommend it. But that's gonna do it for this one. Make sure to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more content like this. And until next time, pizza!